Hello, hello, beautiful people. This is Coach Lucretia, and today we're going to have a little bit of energy session. I kind of really want to focus on energy for quite some time because so many people, everybody uses their energy, but not everybody do it according to knowledge, and so that's so very important. Again, guys, if you have not done so yet, you definitely want to check out my website. It's lucretiahayes.com. I have a blog at awakeningvibes.blogspot.com, and just a whole bunch of stuff. Just Google me. I'm all over the place. Okay, so now let's talk about, because earlier in an earlier video I talked about energy manipulation and energy exchange, and I talked about how when you're vibrating low, when you feel like you have low energy, that one of the quickest ways to do it is to exchange with the source of infinite energy, which is the universe. It's just like an energy exchange and a clearing, and you stamping or calling the particular energy signature you want. Okay, that's one tip, and I'm not going to go through all of that again. So for those of you who have not yet watched that video, definitely go watch that video. But today I want to talk to you a little bit about about how to work with energy, how to even identify. Let me just explain to you guys that energy is not some metaphysical woo-woo type of thing. Energy is something that science has proven and can measure. I'll give you a perfect example. When I was in a four-car pileup back in March, I ended up, though I had no physical damage to my face or body, there was no like cuts and scratches or whatever. I ended up with a bleeding contusion on my brain because of the force of the energy that was pushed through the car when the impact happened. Okay, so anyway, they actually can measure stuff like that now. So energy is not something that makes you automatically a witch or automatically an occult or automatically a sorcerer or sorceress when you learn that there is energy and you begin to work with it. It doesn't do that. So let's just get that out the way. There's nothing occultish about energy necessarily. Energy is a universal language. Okay, now with that being said, I got my notebook, guys, of course, as usual. Okay, so with that being said, let's look at how we can utilize our energy. Most of you have heard of law of attraction, how to visualize something, how to feel what you would feel like if you had it, to maintain that feeling, maintain that vision, and to be grateful, and then you'll begin to attract that into your life, because basically the law of attraction functions on you get whatever you're vibrating at. So wherever you're vibrating, that's what you're going to draw to yourself, into your life. Okay, but you can do much more with energy than just manifest abundance or whatever, and that's a good thing to do with it. Don't get me wrong. Okay, that is a wonderful thing to do with it. But you can also heal with your energy, not just others, but yourself. Okay, for those of you who have not ever heard my testimony, who are pretty new to following me, in 2003 or 2004, I think it was, I was diagnosed with Graves' disease, which is a thyroid disorder. I had the whole big lump in my neck and everything, and as you guys can see, there's no cuts because I did not let them do the surgery. I did try the radioactive iodine. It didn't work. I went right back hyperactive, and I was on the medication for a very long time. But what happened is I ended up beginning on this journey of healing, and at that time I was still very much in the church and in the Christian community preaching and that kind of thing. So, but I was working on myself, and I had began to delve into this mind-body spirit connection, and how in order for my body to be whole, my mind and my spirit needs to be also whole. And so we sometimes segregate ourselves, and when we talk about wholeness, we're speaking about our body. We want to be the perfect weight, we want to be healthy, look healthy, hair healthy, skin healthy, nails healthy, that kind of thing, flat belly, yada yada yada. But that's only a small part of it, and that's the natural 3D thing. So in order, and almost anything that you want, that you're manifesting, you're trying to pull it down into 3D. So that means to me, what first has to be healthy? It has to be my etheric body, or it has to be my spirit self. My oversoul needs to be healthy. Okay, how do you fix an oversoul? You begin to meditate. You begin to discover what things are in your life that's contrary to your purpose and your ultimate destiny. You begin to get rid of those things that do not serve you and your purpose for being here on earth. So when I realized that, I began to purge myself of depression. That was my first thing that I had to work on. And I began to change my perspective and change how I viewed my life. Now, I know you guys are like, now what does all this have to do with energy? Just keep listening, okay? So I began to, instead of crying about certain things that had happened to me in childhood and into, all into adulthood and the abuse and the this and the that, instead of crying about it, I began to be grateful that I had the experience without it destroying me, without it killing me. I began to just start being grateful for small things. Like, I'm so grateful that I wasn't able to successfully commit suicide. Or I'm so grateful that, I had a beautiful son, and he's an intelligent guy. And I'm so grateful for all the different people who I've met who has taught me all these different things. And the more I began to be grateful, my energy level, where I was vibrating really low, and really on a victim type of level, really pitiful, just to be honest, I began to elevate out of pitiful, and I was heading toward powerful. So then I began to attack my mindset about life, because I was pessimistic. It's like, oh, there are no good men in the world, it ain't really even probably no good people. I hate people, so I had to attack that thing, and I had to realize that I do love people, and people are beautiful even when they're just like screwed up. And I started going around, just started watching people even when they were doing stuff they ain't have no business. Like, you'll see this guy or that guy doing this and that or whatever, and it's just kind of like to be able to laugh at that, and to be able to say, you know what, they're doing their thing, whatever that thing is, and I salute that, whatever, they're going to grow up. Because oftentimes we're very judgmental. We forget that we were once young, we were once ignorant, some of us were old and ignorant, and we did not change overnight immediately. It happened over the course of time. And so when you're able to embrace the energy of, I just love you, no matter how you are, who you are, what you are right now, because right now it's just right now. But this doesn't talk about what's going to be for the rest of your life, okay? Now, so as I got rid of that, I began to vibrate on the aspect of love. Love is the highest vibration in the world, guys. Love is the highest vibration. When you get to that place where your heart chakra opens up, okay, you get a unique ability. Now, this is kind of skipping ahead, and we're gonna actually go through this more detail, but I don't want a really, really long video on this, okay? But there's an energy that comes down from the universe, comes down from the divine. It is the energy of divinity, okay? There's an energy that comes up from the earth. It is an energy of nourishment and replenishment, okay? And when you bring down the divine and bring up nourishment, where they're supposed to meet is your heart chakra, your middle chakra. It is your middle chakra. It's 3 above and it's 3 below, not including all the minor chakras. We're just talking about the major ones, okay? So when you're able to do that and you mix these things together in your heart, it will revolutionize your life. It will. And you will find strength, energy, power to do anything, to overcome anything. You you become invincible. And when I say that, doesn't mean bad things might not still yet happen, because they do. We live in this 3D dimension, so bad things may happen. People may die, this and that and this and that. But when you're in that place where you're connected, it's almost like feeling yourself being, suspended on the energy and the power of the heavenlies and of the earth, So anyway, when you begin working with energy, because a lot of people, they want to manifest, they want a lover in their life, someone that really loves them, that they can love back. They want wow, my talisman just got really warm. but they want that. They want a great job. They want to be able to support their family and go on family vacations. They want to experience life without sickness. Okay. Some people want to manifest a child because they haven't been able to conceive. Some people want to manifest money, just money, because they want to have something to leave behind, for the next generation. But anyway, whatever it is you're trying to manifest, the best way to do it is to learn to feel and sense your own energy. And I'm going to give you a quick tutorial of what I do and how I first learned to sense and understand my own energy. If you're in a meditative position, which normally I have my feet folded, but I'm not going to do that because I had the shoes I have on, I'm not going to put it in the couch, right? So you sit there, you're open, your hands are resting on your lap, and you begin to take your deep breaths, It doesn't take long for me anymore. It's like I can sit here really without doing the deep breaths, but I'm trying to demonstrate. But as you're taking your deep breaths and all that, you have that whole thing going on. It's like you'll begin to feel the inside, the energy that's flowing in your insides, and you'll be able to also feel the energy flowing around you. No, that's not just air. This is energy, and you can feel it flowing. And it will let you know that your auric field is a real thing. Okay, it's a measurable thing. And so the first thing that I tell people to do when you first feel that, once you're meditating, you'll start feeling that slight sway, because now all of a sudden you're in tune with your energy. At that point, I tell people, take a deep breath in, hold it for a count of 3 or 4, and then when you get ready to blow out, imagine you pushing all your good energy out into your auric field as far as you can, and surrounding yourself with the light of the divine. Okay, and you want to picture it being a circle all the way around yourself. And at the beginning, you might can only feel like, when you push out, it's like, to you might feel like this is as far as you got. And that's fine. You're not in a contest with anybody to make the biggest, energy field in the world. But learning how to push your energy out and then surround yourself with it it's a form of energy control. You're controlling your energy. You're pushing it out. You're surrounding yourself with it, and you're holding the boundaries of it. That's a field of protection for one thing. But it's also a field of perception for another thing, and we're going to get into that at another time. Okay, the second thing that you can begin to do with your energy is this. When you're sitting and once you tap in, you want to identify that energy. And sometimes we don't know what the energy is that's around us, that we're feeling. So sometimes you sit, and then as you take your deep breaths or whatever, you literally speak to your higher self, and you say, what is this energy, stamped with? What have I, imparted? What intention have I set into this energy that I'm feeling? And if it's not the right energy, if you don't feel like it's a good energy or a positive energy or in alignment with whatever it is you're trying to accomplish, then you simply do what I told you on the other video that you do, is you give that energy up to the universe, and you call down the energy that you're looking for. If right now you're in an angry energy or sad or hopeless energy, it's like I yield, or I push away from me all of the sadness, all of the hopelessness, all of the depression, and I call to me now the energy of joy. So when you do that, you have to believe that it's happening. And if you believe that it's happening and you do this consistently, your practice with your energy will grow. And we're going to get into some more intermediate uses and even advanced uses of energy. very, very soon. Again, guys, this is Coach Lucretia. Thank you for listening, and I hope you guys got a ton out of this video. If you have anything you want me to do a video about, it's lucretia.hayes@gmail.com, or leave it in the comment section below. All right, namaste.